I was at a big ICE rally yesterday, marched for 4 hours, got in Foley Square, then we went to the Federal Building, and then all the way ended up in Washington Square Park. And I was out and looking around. It was massive, thousands and not tens of thousands of people out. And I'm looking around, and I tell my friend, this feels halfway like Pride.
Uh-huh.
There were rainbow flags. Just looking around, there's so many queer people. I would gander to say, and I don't think it would be a lie, that maybe as much as at least a third, maybe even half of the people there were queer. And it wasn't an LGBTQ rally in any way or form. I mean, obviously it's attached, and like the homophobia and transphobia of this administration and their anti-immigrant rhetoric goes hand in hand. But this was a rally about ICE, and we were all there for that reason. But it ends up being so many queer people, and I don't think that's by chance. Throughout history, civil rights movements and movements that have fought for justice has had a lot of queer people. And the reason for that is because queer people know what it means to struggle against the government, know what it means to struggle against the status quo. And most importantly, we're not as easily controlled. Similar to what I mentioned earlier, how like in school, I started questioning religion because of my identity, being like, I can't trust you. LGBTQ people and queer people have a very similar distrust power, distrust of government, rightfully so. And as a result, we're not easily controlled. A big reason why authoritarians hate LGBTQ people is exactly that, in part. Sometimes it also has a religious part to it, and just bigotry generally, and hating of the other. Sometimes they don't actually care about queer people. They just use queer people as a wedge issue, and so on. All of those are real facts. But the reality is that we understand the struggle of the minority. We understand the struggles of the oppressed people. That's why the fight for immigrants and the fight for Palestinians and the fight against occupation all over the world, whether it is in Palestine or in Ukraine or in Sudan or in Haiti, and like so many, like against imperial power in West Africa and so on, like all of those things are intertwined.